do my substance. He gave me life and assured me abundance. I don't speak broke, sis. I am abundant. My ex, yeah, he's a clown. Making fake pages to watch me now. Climbing to the top, they can't stop me now. Got so much sauce, trying to slurp me now. Got my foot on their next nine, letting up. They stomp the yard, time to step it up. Got my foot on their next nine, letting up. They stomp the yard, time to step it up. 2 shows, 3 magazines, been on the radio, I'm not stopping. Wrote a book, best-selling author, my God keeps me popping. I'm affiliate, a life coach, my stock keeps on rising. Wednesdays at 8 o'clock on Facebook, they're watching. You see me? Candy cold, you see me, you see me. Like that, they wanna be me. How I do is the questions when they see me. So even when I ain't got it, they think I got a genie. Candy cold, you see me, you see me. My words are so powerful, you listen, you might get uplifted. I inspire to inspire, even when you don't show the appreciation, nigga.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? How is everybody doing out there? Come say hello to me for the last show of the season. Okay. And I went through all my stuff. Hopefully y'all can hear me without it being any problems. But y'all know, Facebook be hating on your girl. And we seem to sound great. Hey, Benita girl. I'm just trying to do my sherry thing. I almost started the show at 7:30. Yes, I did, because I was ready. I am ready to get it over with. I know that sounds bad, right? Do that sound bad? I am like, look, I am ready to get this thing over with. So it's Wednesday, it's raining. I want to know, how are you guys doing today? What's new? Benita, is there anything new with you? Anything new with you going on out here in the world, in your neck of the woods? Oh my gosh, y'all. Can't believe it. Finally made it. I finally made it. I finally made it. To end the season. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La, 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 la. Can you believe that August is almost here and it is about to be, school is about to be back in session. I realized that today earlier when I was having a conversation with one of my friends, they was like, yeah, August is here. We're about to be back school shopping. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Oh, you moved? Oh. Did you move further away or closer? Or are you in like the same area that you were living in? Congratulations on the move. Congratulations on the move. You know, it's always good to move. You get fresh paint, fresh carpet, fresh neighbors, depending upon who they are. Oh, I'm like, what is going on here? Bruh. Ain't that it, bruh? Okay, in the same area. Well, that's good, right? Are you excited? I'm excited for you, like it was me. I don't know. Moving can be a hassle, though, but moving is also really, really good because you get like all this fresh stuff. But like I said, y'all say hi when y'all get in here. This is the last show of the season. I am super excited. I was just watching this show that I did, and it is a show, like, I don't really think nobody knew this. You say, yeah, you're very excited. Good. You should be. I'm glad you moved and got you a new place. But right, you guys remember when I used to do the show, the Speakeasy show with Ryan? So Ryan has his own podcast and all that other stuff. And I was just on YouTube, you know, in my lane, going down memory lane, and he played with me very, very bad. So it is this show. Ryan did not tell me I was going to be on camera. He did not tell me I was going to be on camera. He didn't tell me anything. He allowed me to show up looking crazy. Do y'all hear me? But I was just listening to that show, and I'm gonna do something that I haven't done in a long time. So I used to go and watch my shows all the time, whether it was the CCS shows or whether it's a show of me being on somebody else's platform. I would always go and watch it, but I've become like so busy and stuff, and just with scheduling and trying to get things together. Y'all, I was just sitting here watching that show before I came on here with y'all tonight, and Ryan played with me real bad. My nails was cute though. My nails was cute. You know, I had a hat on. It is so funny. I think I'm going to like reshare that show because there was a lot of good stuff in that show. I feel like if you are a person, if you're a person, because Ryan was married, well, he still is married on there. But if you're a person that's in business, you're in a relationship, or you go in and out of relationships, or you trying to keep your business going along with maintaining your marriage and stuff, I think you should watch that show. I highly recommend that show. It wasn't really like a show. It was more like a sit down. If you ask me, and he set me up. He set me up. I got on a freaking hat, a t-shirt. I think it was raining that day. And he just was like, "Oh yeah," by me thinking that he's a podcast, because podcasts are usually pre-recorded and things like that. They just now started like releasing audio with them. Y'all, that boy set me up so bad on that podcast. He set me up so bad, but I'm glad I was cute though. But he set me up real bad on this podcast. But I was just sitting there looking at it, listening to it, and watching it, and the information was very good. So a lot of the times, like I tell y'all, I come here and I do the shows for y'all, but mainly I do them for me because I get to go back and see it and be like and take notes. Like, yeah, girl, because y'all know when I'm here and I am in Miss Vibrations mode. That is, the part of me that's very knowledgeful, that has wisdom, that know things, X, Y, and Z. So I go back and listen to some of the stuff that I be saying. But tonight, I was like, I wanted to come here with y'all because at first I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do a show, just because I was so glad to hit this milestone. I was so glad to finally hit this milestone, and I can't really wait to get in get into a lot of the other things that's going on with me, to be able to tell you guys about it. Just the things that come with doing what I do. From people that's annoying, from for the most part, I always come and I never bad mouth anybody. I do my best not to bad mouth anybody. But what I will say is, like I tell you all the time, you are not responsible for the role that someone chooses to show up in your experience. You're not responsible for the role that they play. I always say, if people wanted a better role, or to be a better character, right? Because you are in charge of your life. You can write people in and you can write them out, and sometimes we forget that if you pay attention and you do that you're not responsible for what people show up to be. So if you show up and you're a good friend, you are a good friend in the role. If you show up and you're a horrible person, or you show up as a liar, a cheater, a scammer, a manipulator, or you show up as like the motivator, the encouraging person, kind, loving, gentle, sweet, compassionate, then that's the role that you showed up as. So don't let nobody ever make you feel guilty for the role they choose to play in your life at all. And that'd be so funny for me because, well, that's another story. But hey, May, hey, CEO. But because somebody had got mad with me because of the role that they played in my life, and she just wanted me to explain it differently, I guess. I don't know, but it's like, yeah, I can't do that, So I feel like if people want to be better and want better parts, they just do better, but don't dumb down the role that they play. But before I get into what I'm going to get into tonight, because I've been down like this choo-choo train of, I've learned all this research about the Black Barbie doll. Did y'all know that? Do y'all know anything about like the first Black Barbie doll and all this other stuff? When it was invented and all of that. And I'm not a big doll person. Thank you. Thank you so much. I finally made it. I don't know too much about Barbie dolls and stuff. I just know I used to have some. I never really like played with them, but I used to get them. But I found this very interesting of how everything came back full circle with these Black Barbie dolls and how they came about and all this other stuff. So we might get into that. Well, I don't know. Because like I said, I really this anniversary feels very different for me. It is different for me because I didn't plan anything. I didn't plan to do anything. So usually around this time or up into it, I'm planning stuff, I'm getting last minute things together. So this is extremely different for me. And I believe that that's why I felt like I owed y'all to come here and do a show. But y'all, I was like this close from saying, no, it's my anniversary day and I don't want to do nothing. I just want to, chill, sit, and just chill and watch TV and get me something to eat. That's exactly how I was feeling. But I was like, nope, you're going to come here and you're going to do this last show and you're going to rock out with your cock out. Okay? Because I am, I'll be doing more stuff on YouTube though. So that's why I say it's important to, follow me, subscribe, and, on all the platforms. And things like that. Oh, and thank you to everybody who sent me anniversary gifts. I appreciate that. And stuff like that. Oh, why y'all ain't tell me my thing was missing? Look at that. Y'all just sitting here. Look, not the last show and we just becoming disobedient. We just doing whatever the last show. Okay, that's how I'm feeling. And stuff like that. So I am excited. I'm excited and I'm just trying to relax. So I kind of want to get into this Barbie thing. I also want to get into the Divorce in Black. So I want to get into that. Did y'all see the Divorce in Black? Did any of y'all see that movie? The Divorce in the Black. And yes, and this is the last show. So I'm going to be jumping around and jumping around and jumping around. Because I can. Because I can. So did y'all see that? Did y'all see the Divorce in Black? What is it? Divorce in Black? Divorce in the Black? Did y'all see that? Let me know if y'all seen that in the comments. Did you like the movie? What didn't you like about it? Do you feel like it was relatable? Do you not feel like it was relatable? Like, I want to know, hey, Sonera girl. Hey, girl. Oh, yeah, because you watched it, because you said you was going to save it, and we was going to chit-chat about it on here. Yes, you did. Did you feel like that movie was relatable, Divorce in the Black? Did you? I mean, let me know. Because I was about to take y'all on a whole history lesson of the Black Barbie doll and who invented the Black Barbie doll. And I didn't, I wasn't born back then, and how the Black Barbie doll even came about. It was crazy. I mean, it was good, but it's actually a series on Netflix. And I was like, I watched it. I want to tell y'all about it. Of the earrings. Hey, thank you, Susie girl. Thank you, girl. How you doing? What's up with you? What's new? I saw it. It was okay. I didn't like the ending. Okay, I didn't like the ending either. And I've gotten like mixed reviews on the actual movie itself. I definitely feel like it was just so funny. I definitely feel like the movie, it was relatable for some people and it wasn't relatable for others. But I definitely, I think it was a whole lot of things that could be discussed in there. I truly liked that. I think it was relatable for the most part. Yeah, this is true. I do. I'm with you on that one. I think it was very, very relatable. We are discussing Divorce in the Black. Have you seen that? So how good life is, life, but making it. Amen. Yes, that's right, girl. You know, we listen. I ain't want to come here today, even I'm here, so you know we gotta push through. You know, everything is only as hard as you make it. You know, just do something different and fight differently another day, and just look for peace on the other side. She said, "Yes, I did. I saw it. I love the first scene. It was the truth on both sides." Okay, so now you're making me think. All right, so tell me, you guys, what was your best scene? So she said that her best scene was the first one. I'm trying to remember. Oh, the first scene was the funeral. Okay. Hey, Mr. Mike, joining us all the way from Vegas over there on YouTube. I miss you too. When you coming back down here? You missed the party. You missed the party. I was at the party. I was at the party. Um, definitely. Let me go back to your comment. Definitely. Yeah, right. The church, definitely. And that's why I say it was so funny because I even asked, like, I have been asking my coworkers, everybody, just to get their different perspectives and what they thought about it and things like that. Some people was like, "Oh, that would have never happened. I don't foresee that happening." I'm like, yeah, that was very relatable. I remember once upon a time when I used to wear a uniform. We were at March Funeral Home on North Avenue, and they was in there brawling and almost knocked the casket over because they found out that the father had some other children or something. So it was definitely I'm with you, May. I really feel like that movie was very relatable to those who was relatable to and to those who may have seen something like that. The first scene was an attention getter. I think so. I ain't gonna lie, I love the pastor. Baby, I love the pastor getting up there and going off. I said I was gonna watch it again because you know, usually you gotta watch something more than once to see what you missed or to see what you didn't hear. I think that is definitely a thing. I ain't gonna lie, how many of y'all thought that when she took, let me see if I can get some pictures up so we can talk about it. That when she took that dress off, did y'all think she was taking her dress off to fight? Because did y'all peep that? The mother had gave her a dress. Did y'all peep that? I thought she was about to square up with First Lady. I ain't even gonna hold you none. Hold on, let me try to find it. I ain't even gonna hold you none. I thought she was about to square up with Mademoiselle. Okay. I did. I was like, oh, you know, my toxic side. I was like, please let them fight in please let them fight in the church. Hey, Vicky girl. She said, I did. I thought Age was about to square up. Yeah. I thought they was about to square up. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. You thought she was about to square up? I thought she was about to square up with her. The truth was told about the deceased, but it wasn't for the pastor to display it like that. Okay, now do you feel like that because, and you know, we're just talking about a movie, you know. Do you feel like that because um let me see how I want to say this, because if you're saying that the truth was told about deceased, which I loved, maybe it wasn't the right place. But then again, I don't know because well then, I know everybody got a past and everybody do things. But I don't like being at funerals where they don't tell the truth. Where they don't tell the truth. I'm sorry. I'm on a fence. I don't like it. Maybe he shouldn't have did it in the manner of which he did it. But I don't know. I don't know. What y'all think? It's like when you're doing something for someone and then blast what they did. Okay. So you've seen it from that perspective. See, I like this because it lets me see what all of you guys see and your thoughts and your perspectives. Okay, so it's like, hey, you putting my business on Front Street and I'm not here to defend myself. Because I was listening, I was like, what? He said he was murdering, he done raped people, he robbed people. I was like, oh, he was a menace to society. Hold on, let me put the pictures. So okay, so is that where you're seeing it from, May? Like, hey, it wasn't, or is it, or it wasn't the right time and place? Or May, let me ask you this question: how would you have felt about it if it would have been like his mother or his baby mother or another character that's related to him up there saying that? Let's think about that. Would you feel differently, or would you still feel like, hey, it wasn't the right time and place? And I know all of y'all seen it. I know May and Susanna can't be the only ones going off in the chat. We are here to have our last farewell. I'm trying to put the picture, okay, for season 6. Don't be here to be a wallflower. You want to be a wallflower, you might as well watch the replay. Not today. We not having it today. Why it won't come up? Divorce in the Black, Tyler Perry. Because I want to pull up these pictures. Child, I'm going to have to just pick whichever one is coming up. But why don't I put that in, right? All of these bitter, sad movies that he done then came up. It's so funny. All right. If you knew how he was, why do it at all? It wasn't her husband. Well, did you catch that? He said he did it. He was doing it for his daughter. So I definitely get that. It was like, yeah, why would you agree to do that if you were going to turn around and you were going to do something like that? But then it was like, hey, kind of, I was doing it for my daughter. I tried, and it ain't work out. So it's a little like, bleh, bleh. The pastor was good until they interrupted the service. Yeah, I wanted to hear what else he was going to say. Did you, Sanara? Sanara, I wanted to hear what else he was going to say. I wanted to hear what else he was going to say. Oh, let me go here. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to hear what else he was going to say. Ooh, and what did y'all think about? Okay, hold on, because I'm getting pumped up now. Do y'all think that the movie was predictable? Did you think it was predictable? Let me see. I'm gonna just share it. Did y'all think it was predictable? I'm gonna pick to do this one. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna. Oh no, we ain't gonna go there now. We doing too much. We doing too much. All right, let's go here. I can just share this one with y'all because I was trying to get it bigger, but I can't. All right, here we go. Now, no, we jumped ahead. Hold on. Where the church at? Y'all see how I said all the stuff came up for him? Let me go back. Do y'all feel like it was predictable? Because the other thing too that I'm trying to understand, I keep hearing people say, Tyler Perry, it was the same old typical Tyler Perry movie. Here we go. It was the same old typical Tyler Perry movie. And I'm like, I don't know how it was the same old typical. Well, I can't even bring it up bigger, but how it was the same typical Tyler Perry movie. I don't know. I should have look at me. I'm cheating. Because earlier I had the other stuff built up for y'all, but y'all see it. This scene to me definitely was a good one. Caught the attention. Okay, this one was different to you. You're the first person I heard say that. So how was this movie different to you? But when he heard about his wife being hurt by Slim in the market, I was like, let's go. Oh, you was being toxic with the father. I feel like the father should just pulled up and shot him. He did too much talking for it to be so many of them brothers. Right, it was the brother-in-law, not her husband. Yeah. I definitely feel like it could have been I liked it for the most part. I hated the ending, like we said earlier. I definitely hated the ending of the movie. I'm trying to find some other stuff. I definitely hated it. I hated the ending, but you know, I knew what she was doing when she got on the phone with him and was trying to say how good the sex was. I knew that she was trying to do that to provoke him. I knew that. So that was very predictable for me. How about y'all? What else? When she did that, I knew what it was. I definitely understood her being vulnerable and wanting to sleep with the other guy. Let me see if I can do it like this. Let me see if I can do it like this. Because this is killing me. Okay. Whoa. What about, wait, baby. What about when he was in the restaurant? What about when he was in the restaurant? Y'all remember when he was in the restaurant? He was a jerk. I mean, he was a jerk to this girl in this restaurant. Andre said yes. Andre, he was a jerk. I mean, he was a jerk. Now, how about you guys? Do you guys get embarrassed easy? Why? Do you guys get embarrassed easy? Or let's say, can your partner ever embarrass you? I don't know. I'm not too fond of being embarrassed by somebody else's actions. That's just me, though. I don't embarrass easily. I don't even know what that means. Because I walk heavy on, I'm grown. I'm grown. You can't, just like people here lying and be lying about people. It's like, what, you gonna get in trouble? See how they play with me? No, okay. But he had issues brought on by his family. Definitely. Now, man, Tremanda was talking, and Tremanda was like, well, good thing Kevin Samuels ain't here, because she said those are the women that he be talking about that be out here messing up their sons. I was like, oh gosh. So that was funny, when she said that. The mom was definitely a mess. I really wanted to know, I wanted to know about uh what the mother had him do. How about y'all? I wanted to know what she had him do. Like, how did he kill his father? Here we go. Now we going somewhere. Woo! Now I was able to make it big. I had to go through some things. I wanted to know that. I wanted to know, how did she have him kill his dad? I wanted to know that because I feel like that was a cliffhanger. How about y'all? That was a cliffhanger. It never went on to that. Also, the mother was a mess, but she was the definition of my son, my son, my sons can't do no wrong. She definitely was. Yes, they did not touch bases on that. They didn't. I want to know. His family was unruly and she didn't hold it against him, nor shy him away from his family. You know what? I didn't even look at that. Because I didn't even look at that. I was just so taken back by, like, oh, this is not real. This can't be happening. But that is true. Most women or men would have been like, why are you hanging with them? Get away from them. She definitely didn't. You're right. You're right, Samara. She definitely didn't try to get him to be away from his family. But you know what else? It seemed like the one brother had some sense. What y'all think? It seems like the one brother had some sense, and it almost kind of seemed like he didn't agree with how his brother was treating her, but at the same time, that's my brother and his relationship, and I ain't getting in it. Did anybody else pick up on that? Did anybody else pick up on that? So, how do we feel about no, what kills me is, what about when he was at the table eating a bowl of cereal? And she came downstairs from getting piped down. Now, I did talk to one of my friends and was like, she shouldn't have had that man in there. I definitely would not have taken him back to my house. We would have went to his house, but I definitely would have taken him back to my house. But you know, it is a movie. And sometimes this really does happen in real life. What did y'all say when she walked down them steps and that boy was eating that cereal at that table? Mama had a hold on him. She did. And it was crazy as it is. They listened to their mother. Did y'all notice that? As crazy as it was, they like respected their mother. They respected their mom. I mean, I just was like, I'm replaying it in my mind because when she came down the steps and she was feeling all good and she just got that good plumbing service. And she looked up and he was up there eating them daggone honeycombs or whatever he was eating. I was like, yo, he is crazy. And then how he got beat up and then went to her job. It was just like he couldn't get enough. And you know, to me, I think, like we were saying, it was relatable because there are a lot of people who are in relationships where the person will no longer be with them. You know how it is when you're in a relationship and or you move on, and next thing you know, your ex wants you or this one, and you like, you weren't doing all this when we was together. Now you're doing all this. So that definitely does happen. People, when you move on, you go about your business, then people want to come back and get their act right, or they don't want to let you go. You know, all of that type of stuff. So I definitely see those little relatable moments of how, you know, it can relate to what's going on today. I also feel that Megan Good's character was the character where you get it mixed and screwed up what it means when, like, for better or for worse. You know, she was sticking it out with him through whatever and felt like she had to do it to be a good wife and because of God and all this, that, and the third. And I think that, you know, that goes with us, you know, today. Sometimes we feel like, oh, we're going through all of this with this person. This must be my person. And the whole time God is like, this is not me trying to keep y'all together. This is y'all. Because I wouldn't even have you dealing with this foolishness. So I think that part was very relatable because people like to say, oh, you got to fight for your relationship. You got to fight for your relationship. But then there's the other side where God said that's anything that's for you, that's from me. You don't have to fight for it. So, you know, tomato, tomato. And I think people get it mixed and screwed. I think she generally tried to help him, not to make them look like a charity case. Okay. And where did he work at? Where did he work at? And what did y'all, okay. So me and my friend was going back and forth about this too. Do y'all feel like that the best friend wife knew he cheated? I don't think she knew. She ain't know. She ain't know. For a minute, I felt like she kind of did, but I don't think she knew. Me and my homegirl was sitting there here. No, for real, what was his job? No, for real. Like, he never was at work. He had more time to cause damage than anything. I don't think the best friend wife knew. But she did a damn good job at holding it together like she did. And he was like, and her ghetto ass still stayed. That part was funny. That part was a key. She didn't. Yeah, I don't feel like she didn't either because he told it was about that one time. I don't feel like it was that one time, Andre. You a man. Do you think it was that one time? Come on. And then, you know, with that, she said she didn't know. Yeah. And then with that, right? But I feel like that even in that scene, That shows you about forgiveness. How we'll say we forgave somebody, right? Give me some hearts, thumbs up, and share the show. It's the last show. How we'll say that we forgave somebody and we'll stay in a relationship after something has occurred because we're hurting, right? And then, um, and then by us being in the relationship and staying, something else occurs, and then it's like it brings back all the emotions. So I really feel like that in that scene you got to see what um unforgiveness didn't look like, what trying to move forward looked like. Because if you truly forgave somebody for anything that they have done and y'all have gotten over it, you wouldn't even have she wouldn't even have had no emotion to it. It would just would have been like, are you done? I don't know the boy's name. What was his name? She'd have been like, are you done? She didn't know. She didn't know. It wasn't one time. Yeah, I don't think it was the one time either, buddy. My homegirl was like, no, she knew. She knew. I'm like, no, she ain't know. She did not know. And you seen that when she even told him. He was like, I told you, baby, that was that one time so long ago. Kelly didn't mean anything. And when she said, well, it doesn't feel good. It still don't feel good. Yeah, because you ain't over it. Like, even when you stay in a situation after, trust is broken, it's never the same. Some people like to say it is. I say the lies they tell. I would like to be a fly on that wall. I'm trying to see. And what did y'all think about her new man? She said, no, it ain't. Yeah, it definitely ain't. It won't ever be the same. Okay, and I'll drink to that. What did y'all think about the boyfriend, though? I'm looking at me, the boyfriend. He was depressed. But I get it. He wanted her in high school. I would have liked for them to go into detail about why they beat him up like that. Why did they beat him up like that? I may have missed it. Can one of y'all tell me what happened for them to beat him up like that? What happened? Did he get smart or was he out there with her? Yeah, he go to Cass. Let me see him. What is it? What his name is? What is it? And yo, shouty, tell me what your name is. I'm gonna make it bigger like I just did. You nasty boy. You nasty. What was his name, y'all? You like the new dude? Yeah, he was very sweet. He lost me because he had a kid. Oh, he lost me because he had a baby girl. I was over it. I was like, girl, if you don't go find somebody who ain't got no children. Benji. Okay, yes. Benji. Yeah, he's too big for his name to be some damn Benji. Benji, aka Little Scrappy. Benji. He must not be too important because he ain't even popping up in Google. Okay, here he go. He just blew me. Hold on, let me see. Okay, let me see everything. The husband has a jealous, insecure spirit. Yeah. I don't think they said a reason. Remember, he was explaining how he got into it. Remember he said why he ended up getting into wrestling because they like beat him up really bad or something. Remember, he did say that, and then he was like, after he got into wrestling, they couldn't like beat him up no more or something. You know? Remember, he was like, that's when I got really big and then they couldn't. He was like, I got really big and then they couldn't pick with me no more. So, I think it was cool. All right, here you go. Benji. So you like Benji Sanera? Right. They saw him talking to her or something like that, and they ended up jumping him. And then she went in and she married him, and then he got married and he was divorced. That's true. Bullies don't need a reason to jump you. And so y'all liked him for her? No, what about when that man burnt all his animals? Killed all his animals. I was like, oh, he's a sociopath. He is a sociopath. That man is a sociopath. Like, you are just out here killing the animals. Killing the animals. Okay, it stemmed from high school. They both chose the wrong people. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like he was fair for a square. They did beat him up outside the bar again. They did beat him up, but they was always jumping somebody. They were very, very terrible. They were some terrible brothers. They were some horrible brothers. So what are we rating what are we rating the movie? Scale 1 to 10. What are we giving the movie? Put it down here in the chat. What are we giving the movie? On a scale 1 to 10. What are you giving the movie? Apparently it got something Rotten Tomatoes or something. But what are we as the CCS community rating the movie? What are we rating the movie, you guys? I want to hear you guys' answers, and then I'm going to give my answer, and then I'm going to get into what I wanted to get into briefly before we go. And it's about these black Barbie dolls. And then I don't even feel like getting into it because it's just it goes to so much depth. I'm tired. For real. So we might have to hold that. Come on, put your numbers down. 1 through 10. What are we giving it? Is 1 through 10 a long stretch, or should we do 1 through 5? Excuse me. Okay. Andre says an 8. Okay. Who else? A 7. I give it a 7. How about you, Alexis, Susie, Benita, May? Let's see. Give it a 7. So far, we had an 8 and a 7. Okay. Okay. Let me see what I'm going to give it. Only because of the ending. Okay, yeah. I didn't like the ending. She said, don't push nice people too far. Yeah, I'm with you. We got to break it down like that. The acting was a 10. The movie was a 5. Okay. So since you done broke it down that way, let me see. I feel like Megan Good acting was good. The mother got on my nerves. I don't feel like Benji's acting was all that good. I feel like you could definitely tell who the pros were. Like you could tell that Megan Good and I never seen that man in another movie, the husband. I never seen him in anything, but they were good. He did a great role. And the mom, she was good. you could definitely tell that. I ain't gonna lie, I even think the crazy mother was good. She she embraced that character like Monique embraced it, embraced being Precious mother. Yes, she did. Her acting was good. What we feel about the best friend and the wife? The wife did too much. She kind of on her. She did too much. The best friend, he was a snussy. Look at me, I'm going down all the characters. Huh. I say I'm going to give the movie, and if you haven't voted yet, go ahead and put it in the chat. I'm going to give the movie an overall. We got to do 10. I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna give it a 6. The wife would be you. Yeah, because she was ready. You hear me? She was not playing. Straight up. I'm gonna ride for my friends. Straight up. She wouldn't have been me that stayed with that cheating husband, though. That's where we do. That's where we differ. Okay. I'd have had that whole house and everything. Oh, but I know another point since you brought that up. How do you guys feel about befriending your partner's friends? Because that caused an issue. I know when I was talking to some people about it, some people felt like he shouldn't have been kikiing with the new dude like that up in his house if that guy was his best friend. Some other people I talked to felt like, well, hey, I can't control who my friend ends up with. So I'm going to be cool with everybody. And then you had some people that was like, no, I wouldn't have wanted to even have anything to do with the situation until it was completely over. So how y'all feeling like that? And I say all the time, like, your man's friends are not your friends because at the end of the day, they will ride with him unless it's like exigent circumstances. I think it might vary if the friend is a woman, though. I don't know. Because for me, I feel like before anything, I'm a woman. And I wouldn't want to see my friend doing another woman wrong. Or like even if you don't say anything to, your partner's, your friend's partner, you say something to your friend. I think that if you are out here and you doing what you do, you shouldn't be taking your side pieces and everything around, your best friend's main lady. I mean, it just be so much going on. But I definitely was like, yeah, no, no. But the best friend, she just really wanted him to. She wanted her friend to be happy. She wanted her friend to move on. So some of us can relate to that too. I think we all know somebody that's with somebody that we probably wouldn't approve of, or we just would be like, damn, I just wish my friend could do better or want it better. But I think also a lot of the things going on with today, we be trying to make people. We meet people, we automatically think it's supposed to be like a forever thing, and then before next thing you know, you look up and you dealing with all kinds of stuff, and it's like you going through all this with a boyfriend, like that type of stuff don't make sense. I mean, it makes sense in your 20s, but not when you over 35. I think the older you get, the wiser you should get, the more mature you should get. Your wants and your needs change. So it's like, when are you going to grow up? I know some men that I've known or that are just my friends or whatever, and I'm like, how are you? I'm like, you still doing the same thing that you was doing when I knew you when I was like 20? It just seems like men take a long time to grow up or something. I don't know, but yeah, I thoroughly had a great night with you guys. I want you guys to look. I'm gonna show y'all a sneak peek of this because Ryan played with me. I'm gonna go and finish watching this show because, like I was telling you earlier, this is the one show where I feel like Ryan played with me real bad because he didn't tell me that I was going to be being recorded. And he's like, yeah, it's just a podcast. I was like, okay. Y'all, I showed up looking crazy, but it's a very good show. Like I was saying, and it wasn't really like a show. It was like a kickback. But I was saying that, explaining that earlier, where like if you're in a relationship, if you got a business and you're trying to juggle both and just go through things, or you want to know how to proceed in your business through relationships, you gotta watch this show. Because I'm gonna watch it. Hold on. You gotta watch it. Look, now I can't look. I'm trying to show you and I can't find it now. But I'm excited. This is the last show of CCS. I had some really great things that happened during the 6th year for me. I can't even say they were still bittersweet, but I really had a great year in spite of everything, that I had to go through, in spite of the debt I accrued from moving and taking a lady to court and still, trying to get my coin. Like, it just was a lot. For the most part, this was really a good year. I can't complain. Oh my gosh, why can't I find this video? I was just looking at it. And like I said, I'm glad I made it. Because y'all, I was like, oh, come on, just get here today so you can be done. Just get here so you can be done. Come on, close it out. Close it out. It takes a lot. So we got more subscribers to the YouTube channel. I'm pumped up about that. That was cool. And things are moving. Everything is moving slowly moving. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. I think it was like a year ago. What, y'all got anything? Look at me. Y'all got anything planned? Like I said, this is so different for me because I don't have anything planned. I'm usually planning an anniversary or having something to celebrate. So this definitely feels different. Here we go. I found it. Oof. This right here, y'all. Is y'all prepared for this? Is y'all going to talk about me? Is y'all going to talk about me? Look at how Ryan had me on this thing. My nails was cute though. Nope, I'm not. Thank you, Benita. Thank you. This show was very good. And it was titled on his podcast, Conversations of Truths. Oh, I'm trying to. There we go. Can y'all look at this? The moment of shame. Look at how I was like, oh, you tricked me. I wish y'all could hear the conversation from before it. You said you might. I believe you. Oh, hold on. It won't let me open it now. She said, I believe you. Smarty pants. You're such a smarty pants. Look, and it won't let me, it won't open for y'all. Oh, there you go. Look at this, y'all. He did not tell me we was going to be on like some camera. So like I was saying in the beginning, he just was like, yeah, come to this podcast. It's just a podcast. I'm going to just hit the record button and just talk about, because y'all can't hear, right? I ain't even messing with the sound. But this was great. I feel like y'all should watch this. I might even share it so that y'all can watch this. This was really good. Look at them nails though. You see he got the ring. Just to hear his perspective. Well, of course y'all can't hear it. I don't have the sound on. I don't want to even go down that train with y'all before because I don't want to mess up my sound. But these are the kinks that will be getting worked out while I'm on break. So even though I'm going to be on break, I ain't never on break. But I feel like even if you're somebody who's married, it's good to hear marriage from a guy's perspective, a healthy guy perspective, a growing man's perspective, a man who admitted all his shortcomings and knew where he fell short at prior to marriage, and how he worked and want his marriage to work, all while, trying to, continue to run his business and be a father. So that to me, this show is really this conversation. That's why I call it the conversations, because it wasn't really that. But on his podcast is like Conversations of Truth. It's very good for that. I think, if like some of you guys like CJ, I even think Sanera, Benita, Tremanda, y'all like would thoroughly enjoy that, just because I know a lot of y'all really liked the Speak Easy show, and more so anything, like y'all really liked Ryan's transparency and his honesty and the struggles and the battles that he's faced being a man. And then you got me, where it's like the female boss, the female entrepreneur, starting off in a relationship, starting off engaged, and in relationship ending in the middle of you doing your career, and still spiraling forward with relationships, losing friendships, learning and knowing your worth, not allowing what your partner is doing to affect what you're doing, not allowing your partner's shortcomings to define who you are. Like this right here, this conversation had so much in it, and it was very good. I didn't even really push that episode, but it was dope. It was good. I'm gonna watch it. I hope you guys watch it. It was really, really good. It's called The Conversation of Truths. If you guys watch it. Yep. See, Conversations of Truths. So it was like an interview where, him, he asked me, we get into stuff, and it was really good. It was really good. One of my favorite podcasts I had done. What else? As we go down memory lane, because it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday, and I'll take with me the memories to be your sunshine after the rain. I think that's how it goes. So yeah, it's cool just sitting here looking back over the things. So I'm going to be back over here on YouTube. I'm going to be doing more. I remember one time I was doing a lot of my reviews on shows and different things like that. I have another show. I've been watching a show called Deb's House. It's been so good. I need to review that. So I'll be able to just get caught up on a lot of stuff. I reviewed the Nicki Minaj rap snacks. This is when I was being fat one summer, taking my friend with me as we looked at these different restaurants. So, I had to take a look back over the years to see just how, and I think they're closed down. And they had a good happy hour. They had a good happy hour, a cheap happy hour, cheap drinks, cheap everything, and the food was bomb. And this was right down there by Captain James. Y'all know Captain James. So I was like dragging my friend with me. There she go. Hey, Shamanda girl. Hey, girl. So one side, like I have a lot of content. And I don't even like that word content, because everybody's like taking that word all out of proportion for me. But I have a lot of footage, unreleased footage from years. But this food was good. That little drink was $3. Get into it. Fire. Them oxtails. Then I had the rice, and I had the oxtail sauce. Look at that. Uh-huh. Stop playing. Ooh. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. So yeah, so this is all. I appreciate all of y'all that's been here with me from day one. This is when I went and got my eyebrows first micro shaded. My cousin was the 15-year-old girl. I was able to go there. The 15-year-old that was got shot in her head by the 9-year-old. This is my cousin Dawn Yet. That's the one who was taking care of her. her grandmother. So I got to like cover a like family story. That was my family. So that was something different that I've done over these years. And it was cool because my family was asking me to like talk about it, talk about it. Can you talk about it on your show? Can you talk about it on your show? So this was the my baby Barbara Wilson from the group. Facebook, she over there, she right there in the corner. So yeah, that that was something that I had never done. This was when my friends we went to DR. Dang, that was in 2022. Oh yeah. If you ever been in a car with me going on a trip, heading to the airport without the camera. Listen. My daughter had did my nails. I was embracing my inner ghetto nails. That's boom boom. Boom. We had switched flights. So I have to like really go back and look at everything that I've done over the years. Oh, I'll be trying to let my hair grow back. I wonder if I can let it grow back like that. What's this? Where we at? Okay, so now let me tell y'all. I got on their nerves on this trip. Okay. And I probably wasn't even getting on everybody's nerves. Probably just goddamn Ray Rays. Because I was completely out of my comfort zone. I was surrounded around people who didn't speak English. And I like night flights, but I learned my lesson. So we're on these dark dirt roads in the middle of DR. I've watched too many movies to see people get kidnapped. I'm like, what is they saying? What is they saying? Don't go to sleep. Everybody going to sleep in the car. Water's just trusting this man to take us to this damn hotel. I'm like, it was just too much going on. Too much. It was too much, y'all. I was like going through. And I had a great time. We smoked cigars. What is on my head? What is that? I'm outside just looking any kind of way. Where was he going? Yeah, what was you doing? So I don't even know what's going on. Oh, I guess I was trying to lay down my hair like I had a whole girl. You kills me. You kills me. She said I would have stayed. Exactly. They was too comfortable, Benita. So just sitting here looking back over all the things that I did. Came a long way, buddy. This 6 years, boy. My coworker was talking about that earlier. I was like, yeah, 6 years. He was like, 6 years? I was like, yeah. Oh, look. Remember when I was producing the gospel church show? I don't want to say nothing bad about her, but we didn't end well. And I don't even want to say we didn't end well. We just had a differences of whatever. But yeah, remember I did that. See, y'all know when I get on here with y'all, I be ready to tell it all with y'all. Okay. Because y'all know we family. I gotta save some of that stuff for the Patreon and the close friends' lives, okay? Remember this? This was the battle of the sexes. What I had all on there, they was beefing. Did y'all remember this show? They was beefing. It was so cool. Lauren is funny. I think that was Kanisha, Lil Daddy, and then M. Shari, the marriageologist. So, this is what I would be doing without y'all, but now I'm doing it with y'all. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Y'all remember this freaking crazy girl Let me see if she on here. Come on, girl. Fast forward, girl. You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing bad about her either. Yo, I be having stories. Yo, I be having stories. I be sparing people. But the one thing I will say, the one positive thing I will say is we had great chemistry. We had great chemistry till she wanted me to give her half of my business, but that's another story. Okay, people be tripping. I got some stories for y'all. People be geeking. It's like I'll work with some people, people want to work with me, and then the next thing you know, they be like, "Oh, they want half of my business. They want to own half of my company." How you gonna own something you ain't even do? I am gonna bring back my Business Crush Wednesdays, where you can shine a light on different businesses on Wednesdays, or different people that you see, is working hard, and you would like to like shout them out and stuff like that. But I can't wait. I am. What are you doing? I am going to like do a tell-all. I am going to do a tell-all on this whole journey. What y'all think? Should I do a tell-all? Do y'all want a tell-all on the 6 years of what it's like, what it's been like building this talk show? I always like ask y'all what y'all want. If y'all don't want it, I won't do it. We are doing this together. What's this? Oh, this is my 2-year anniversary. Oh, this is when everybody made a video. Do y'all remember? Oh, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go down memory lane tonight. I love him. This is A-Rod. This is Cook. We all used to be police officers together. I went through a breakup when I was like 22, and I got on his nerves all night. His wife Lucy, me and him used to beef all the time. You talking about a wife that let me call her husband all hours of the night, just what's going on? I mean, remember her? Y'all remember her? She was the first co-host. Look at this. Oh man, this is funny. This is funny, yo. This is all like the different guests that's been on the show. That's when we went to New Orleans. That's when the seafood people came on. My nephew. Do y'all know? Do y'all know what I went through to get people to make this? Everybody talk trash and act like they know what to do in front of the camera until it's time to get on the camera. It's so funny. Until it's time for them to get on the camera. People be getting stage fright. So yeah, I'm going to look at that. Oh, that's when I was trying to train my dog that I never even trained at this point. Oh, remember y'all? Remember when we went to the radio station? I was in a restaurant talking to the people. My whole meal, I had 4 tacos and 4 drinks for $38. And it wasn't even happy hour. That's why I'm going to move down Charlotte. I'm going to move down Charlotte. I don't care what y'all say. Yeah. I've had some great time. What's this? Oh, that's Uncle Steve. I've had some great times. Oh, this is when I went and got my face. This helped my face a whole lot. Micro needling. Look at that. My face doctor. She helped my face a whole lot. All that stuff cleared up. All of that. She did her little micro needling thing with me. I recommend anybody. Anytime that y'all ever having like face issues, micro needling. Micro needling. Look at me. Micro needling. This is when I went to Las Vegas. And this park, Kianji Asoki Palacio Park, is in West Las Vegas. The Black Lives, when all that stuff was going on with the riots, the Black Lives Movement, all that Black Lives Matter was right there in this park. My cousin, this is when she had first moved out of Vegas. This was a beautiful park. And I was talking to everybody. I think it's a man on here. I talked to him forever. My cousin was like, girl, look at that park, that playground. Girl, look at them curls. Okay. I really like some curly fries. And I got to take my daughter to like another thing. They had like the whole exercising thing outside. It was cool. I don't think I put him on here. Oh, she was mad because I stood there for a whole hour talking to this man. I didn't put him on the camera, but he was giving me like the whole history, talking about what it was. Like we was looking for soul food. They didn't know what soul food was. They call it kitchen food over there. They called it kitchen food. What's this? Oh, that's when I remember the first time I had to go off on live. When I say, look, I only address bullshit when it's time to, and now it's time to. Oh my God, I used to go off looking like Mr. Cooper. Oh my God, this is funny. Yeah, I was going off. Oh, yeah, that's when they were stealing my stuff and putting it on their platform. I had to come clarify. Yes, I've had some times with y'all. This when Gabby came and she burnt me on the show. She burnt me with the sage. This show was funny. You hear me? This one right here, this one. This show was a key. This show was a key. Oh, Lord have mercy. And this is Stassi before Stassi became Stassi. Oh, man. And what's this? I think this was the show that got a little like out of hand. This one. People got to arguing. This was like the first raffle I did, and he entered the raffle and he won. And his friend was like, you can't win, you're a guest. And he was like, I paid my money. Oh, I remember this day. No, not this day. Matter of fact, I can't even find that shirt. Not this. Oh, this day right here. Oh my gosh, y'all. This was the show where my friend literally had to come to my house and get me out of the bed to make me do my show. When I tell y'all the devil was working this, the devil had his hooves in me this day. I did not want to do this. Oh my God. Just looking back to see all the stuff is funny. I did not want to do this show. I was like, oh no. I was feeling defeated and depleted. I wasn't going to do the show no more. Lord. She had never came to a show or something, but that day she sat there that whole time I did that show. She was like, you got to get up. I was like, no. She was like, I didn't even know we was on the phone. And next thing I know, she was coming to I was like, where you at? She was like, about to knock on your door. I'm like, no, I'm not. This is when the show started at 7:00. She was like, yes, you are. She came right in my house and was like, I feel it. All that energy, that darkness up in here. She opened the blinds in my house, opened up my door. She was like, get up and do your show. I was like, I'm not doing it no more. Oh, Lord. Let me see. Where else? This is when I first met Nathan. What's this one? Oh, this was the farewell to season 3. Oh, this is when I used to take y'all to work with me. And one of the members came to my car and was telling all his business. Lord, y'all gotta go watch some of these old shows. They are funny. Y'all remember when I used to go to live every day in the morning before I would go to work? Maybe I might have to start doing that again, but I don't know because I only work like right around the corner. I used to go live on my way to work and talk to y'all. I used to go on my lunch break, sit in my car and talk to y'all. And it was always a key. What's this? What's this one? Let me see what this one is. So yeah, y'all, we just going down memory lane. I see y'all still here with me. Are y'all okay? Do y'all remember some of these shows? What's this? Oh God. Oh my God. This was during COVID. As you can tell, I did not listen to the COVID. Oh my gosh. Like, yo, this is just so much funny. This is funny. Everybody was getting on their way. My friends ain't know how to work their camera. Waiting for everybody to come. My sister always do my decorating. She killed it at the 5-year anniversary, okay? Who's that? I don't know. Oh, that's Sherry. All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough of this. That's enough of this one. No, there's enough of this one. Woo! The memories don't live like people do. What was this? Oh, this is my best friend husband surprised me. I was too pumped up. I love white Hennessy. And they always have a bunch of it in the house. That's my best friend. That's her husband, Quaylen and them. Yep, and he had surprised me with the Hennessy. I was so pumped up. I was so pumped up. She was like, I had been talking to him, but I was just talking about it. And she was like, when he did that, she said, I was like, girl, she told him Candace is gonna be so pumped up because she has been talking about you, giving her some white Hennessy. This one was in New Orleans. Look, my syringe was broke. Everybody else's was working. I had a time. This trip to New Orleans, what is this, doing Mardi Gras? This trip happened, and then we came back to America, and the world was shut down. It shut down 2 weeks later. The world shut down 2 weeks later. See, it wouldn't come out. I was telling the guy, I'm like, it's broke, it's broke, it's broke. She was like, you got it now, you got it now. How do you not like Jello? This is funny. Going down memory lane. Going down memory lane. What else before I get up out of here? Get up out of that thing. We've had some great times, you guys. That was my first business trip because that was when I was going. At one point, I was about to move to Las Vegas. I bet y'all didn't know that, did y'all? You would have known if you were subscribed to the channel. Yeah, so what's this? What was I doing? Taking shots. I had a really great time. This was when all the members, had brought me a birthday cake. Oh man. Those was the days. And then this is how it looked when we first started, y'all. Look at us. We moved on up. We moved on up. Remember we was doing sex? We was just doing Freaky Fridays. Look, you see, the world was carnal. That Freaky Friday show at 916 views. Yep. And I remember I said I first started on Snapchat. I first started CCS on Snapchat. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this was my first radio. This is 6 years ago. This was my first radio appearance 6 years ago. Where we're discussing the laws of attraction. Look at you, girl. Yeah. I was using Keymaster. You know that was a long time ago. You know that was a long time ago. Was I in the streets on this? What was I doing? And one time I was always out in the streets. Yeah. Outside. Oh, is this at night? Who's outside? Who was in these streets? But yeah, so let me see. You've been killing it nonstop, girl. They happy anniversary candy. Thank you. Thank you. I totally appreciate that. This is when my sister had my nephew, and the same day he was born, I got fired. I mean, y'all, I got a story, okay? I got a story to tell. If you ever feel defeated and depleted, you better come over here and go down memory lane with me doing, okay, so I'll give you guys a fun fact. During most of these shows, I was unemployed. But I said all that to say, God will make a way. Because I was able to make backgrounds. I mean, I was like employed on and off. I would keep a job for like 6 months, then I would quit. Or I would keep a job for like 30 days, then I would quit. Or I would keep a job for 2 weeks, and then I would quit. And that was just what it was. But yeah, I went through everything. I didn't get like stable really until year 2. So year 2, I had gotten stable. And it's been going on ever since. So, my goodness. Child. This crazy girl. Oh, this was like my first. So this day was the first time I had got where my job had wanted me to do they found out like what I did, and they left me in charge of us doing an online thing, because during this time the world is shut down. Look, the world is shut down. So this is my first time like directing somebody outside of me. And then on this day, this was 4 years ago, and then we were so excited, like the corporate company. Happy anniversary, Candace. Thank you, Riley. That's my god baby, y'all. Thank you. I'm gonna come up there and pour some water in your head. Every time I go up there, I always try to think of ways to pick with her. I'm always be like, that's why they be messing with your ass. They don't make no sense. You sit here trying to find ways to pick with her. I'd be like waking her up when she sleep. And then she get me back in the morning. I'd be so blown. But yeah, this was the same day that I did this, which was so good. And then this was also the same day that I found out that my mother had breast cancer. So this was actually on a Wednesday. And when I got off, I found out all of that. And came home and did my show. And I had did my very first show intoxicated. Let me show you. Let me see. And it was so funny. I don't even know where it is, but it was so funny because when everything had came out after, she was like, "Oh my God, I was with you all day and I didn't even know that you had got no news like that or you found that out. You never even mentioned it. You never even said anything. Like you came home, you went home, you did your show," because she was with me. She was like, "Oh my God, Candace, I didn't know." She didn't find out. She didn't find out until this show right here when I did a Chasing Success, talking about what it looks like when you're chasing your dreams and stuff. And I had put all like the information in there. And she was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Girl, yeah, because the show must go on. I gotta keep on doing it. I can't be just out here trying to give up now. Because you get some bad news." But what I will tell you though, you won't know how strong you are or realize how strong you really are until you gotta persevere through some crazy stuff. And that's a fact. I think I took it down. I think I took it down. But you don't know how good you are. It was during COVID. Or I might not have put it up here. No, I put it up here. I think I took it down. The show was horrible that day. I didn't care. I still did my show because I had to do my show, but like the lighting was off, the camera positioning wasn't right. Um, what else? No, that's a different one. The camera positioning wasn't right. No, that was my birthday. Um, I mean, it was a mess. Oh, this was my brother's funeral. It was a mess. And I remember one of my friends was like, "What's going on? Because your show don't usually look like that. What happened last night?" And that's when I was like, X, Y, and Z. Like I just found out my mom got X, Y, and Z, and I really don't care. So, but I still showed up, and he was like, "You still did your show?" I'm like, "Yeah. What else am I gonna do?" Yeah, I think I took that show. I think I took that show down. That show was trash. If I had to label a show trash, like we was just over here talking about Divorce in the Black, we was giving that movie a review. That is the one show that I would give. Well, I guess it was trash because I know what it could have looked like. But it wasn't trash. Like I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know. I was just there. And I had guests that day too. I don't know. I was tore up on that show. Yes, I was. I was like, whoa. I was like, goodness gracious. Because we was excited, because we was celebrating. Because like I said, we had just got good news. And then I got hit with some bad news, like right after that. I was like, oh yeah, you know what? But yeah, this is our one of our members. I did a tribute to her. She passed away. She was like my Benita. You know how Benita is to me. Like show up for everything, do everything. She was my Benita too. Like she tuned in every live before she got really sick. She tuned in every live. She was with me from year one. She I even was crying on this show. Um, she would even watch me while she was up in the hospital with like tubes and stuff. So I thought that was very touching because she was the second member, one of the members that I've lost I think so far we lost a total of 5. I only lost 5 members. But it's funny because most of them we talked before they passed, or they're like, I still got the messages where they're like, hey, I'm in the hospital. And she was like, hey, I'm in the hospital. I haven't been tuning in like I normally do. And I'm like, girl, it's fine. She was like, but I watch you. I'm still watching you every chance I get when I can keep my eyes open. I'm like, it's cool. And then next thing I know, like maybe like some weeks or some months later, she ended up like passing away. And then Regina did the same thing. She would watch me when she was in the hospital. And she was like, oh, I watch you, whatever. Your shows get me through this. You help me forget that I'm sick and stuff like that. And just keep on doing what you're doing. So I guess this is just a moment of reflection for me to go down memory lane, because sometimes we can forget what our purpose is, what we've done, when you feel like you're not moving, or if you feel like you should be further than what you are. So I guess this is just something that I'm supposed to go down to, because I have so many messages from people. And she was like, yeah, I'm watching you. And then I think like a month later, Miss Regina died. I was like, dang. And then Angel, she was here during my first year. Yeah, Angel, she was here during my first year. She was the very first member that ever passed away. She had like just opened up on the show about like her sexual assault and stuff like that, and was very vulnerable, open. And she was like, I like what you're doing. I like your show, blah, blah, blah. And then she would talk, and she would always share the show. She would always be here. And then she ended up passing away too. So I am just grateful, child. Oh, yeah. I'm glad y'all joined me tonight. I'm glad y'all were here. Let me tell them I was doing my show. Because you won't see me for a little while. You won't see me for a little while. Whew, Mama is tired. I think I'm going to eat my crabs. Look at me. I think I'm going to eat my crabs. I got like 3 or 4 crabs left over that I need to eat. But yeah, y'all. I mean, this has truly been a blessing. Thank y'all for being here with me as I went down memory lane with you guys tonight. Well, towards the end of the night. And what's that, 10 months ago? What's 10 months ago? Oh, whew. I remember this show. This show was really me talking to me, child. No, not that one. Where is that? Keep going even if you tired, child. What's this? Oh, this was the first show. These 2 shows. This was the show that I did the following week after my Shiro died. She said, I'm going to miss you. Thank you. At least somebody will. Thank you. I'm going to miss you too. I did this show the week after my cousin passed away. Y'all know my Shiro. That, I did that. And then, oh yeah, I did all of this stuff after she passed away. Like the same time she passed away. Child, I still had to do my shows. I was like so over it. You hear me? I don't even know how I was able to continue to do my show after she passed away. I honestly don't. That definitely was God. That definitely like hit me like a freaking Bentley truck. But I did it. And then this was the first show of the 6th year. that I came back to do with Coach. And I just been rocking and rolling ever since. Been rocking and rolling ever since. Been rocking and rolling ever since. So I think that's too probably why this also feels different, because I haven't planned to do anything. I don't have any celebration, anything planned. Um, and then it's like she's not here, so this is the second anniversary of her not being here, which it doesn't hurt as much as it used to. And then this was the show that I did the same week of her funeral. So yes, I think my mother came on this show, on one of these shows. So yeah, y'all, I be showing up. Life, so I want y'all to, stay encouraged. I seen Suzanne on here earlier saying, life be life. And I hope that, whomever you are, wherever you are, even if you watch this after it's gone, that you were able to just see and go with me, through memory lane, and me just telling you about the different experiences that I've gone through while chasing and pursuing your dream. While chasing and pursuing your dream, I've definitely had my heart broken, but I will say, like, losing her, it doesn't make me afraid, as for, I wouldn't say to lose anyone else, but how, like, you have your life planned out how you want it to be, and then you quickly learn that that's not how it goes. So it's like, I never thought in a million years that anything would have happened to her, and she was like everything to me. So it's kind of like, if a relationship, if you say, oh, you don't want to be with me no more or something, it's like, okay, that's fine. It kind of, if you catch my gist, or you don't want to be my friend no more, it's like, okay, I can't do anything about that. It's just that you really get, I feel like when you lose somebody really, really close to you that impacts your life, you look at things differently, and then you also look at the stuff that matters and that's important. So it's like, I can't go back and forth with somebody. Yeah, I did this. This was the same week she passed away. I can't go back and forth with people about foolishness, because I'll be like, listen, are you done? Are you done? Because I'm about to get real ignorant. Well, you know what? Let me just dismiss myself. Let me do us both a favor. So, I mean, you just got to keep on going. We're almost at 1,000 views for the video. Y'all make sure y'all go share it. For the one time, run up these views. I said I wanted to get to 1,000. It's only been up for a month. Wow. Go up here, run up the views to Candy Coated, run it up. I'm only like 15 some odd views away from reaching the goal that I wanted to reach. And I will say, for me, this was the biggest impact of my year, my 6th year. I completed my project. I wrote out, directed what I wanted it to be, how I wanted it to be. But yeah, this was the biggest. Happy anniversary, Big Coated. Thank you, Shirley girl. This is the for me the most. See, and to say 6 years later. So if you've watched it and if you paid attention to it, it tells my story. So this is definitely the highlight of my 6th year. So, and the crazy part is, I'm working on something else that is supposed to be the highlight of the 7th year. And I feel like I'm procrastinating with it. But I'm working on something else that's just as big as this video was. So I'm like doing that. And then I got to get in full throttle of that. But like I said, I'm just going to take off for a few weeks. One friend was like, well, are you going to do it a couple weeks? Or, because y'all know, usually I film all the way through. I usually film all the way through. But no, I'm going to take these little few weeks and get it together, try to see if I can get all the equipment working. Like I said, we have some new stuff coming to CCS, starting season 7. And I want to be able to implement everything in there, and let's not have any kinks. Let's not have any hiccups, even though we know technology has its own mind. But I'm ready. I was in here earlier today, ask God, which way does he want me to go? What do you want me to do? Because, whew, it's like I got here in 6 years. Y'all ever feel like, ooh, you did something, and it's like, whew, now I can stop. So it's like, woo, you did it. I did everything. I did some things that I never thought I would do, and I did them. And I'm like, all right, I can stop now. Cool. But the truth speaking, like, I wouldn't know what to do if I didn't have candy coated. I don't even want to know what that would look like. I wouldn't know what to do. Candy coated spits is very therapeutic for me. I get to come here, I get to vent, I get to take y'all. I feel like I want to start taking y'all more on like the daily, day to day, or like just behind, because I know I like to go with people while they doing their journey. And I'd be like, I don't think nobody want to see all that. But I really am. I really need to do that. Get back into doing that type of stuff. But it's just because my schedule and stuff is different now. I do things different now. It's not like what it was before. But I'm like, yeah, I done made it here. And it's like, girl, you can't quit now. You didn't came, it's like you didn't came too far. You didn't came too far. So yeah, we got we starting the year 7, 3 years away from 10. So yeah. But I want y'all to know I'm human. You're human. Keep on going, keep on persevering. Y'all got to hear some of the stuff that go on me. I recommend you go back and look at the shows that I told you to look at me and Ryan. I might even reshare it. You just go look at CJ and them in the back. I had CCS members in there. It's so cool. And I like that. Like when I do stuff, y'all do come and definitely be a part of what I got going on. I definitely appreciate it. And that quote right there, with man, this is impossible. With God, all things are possible, okay? And I am learning that, and that is why, I will never allow anyone to tell me who I am. Happy anniversary, Candace. Thank you. Who is this? But thank you. Never let anybody tell you what you can and you can't do. I don't play them type games. You don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't accomplish. You can do anything that you want to do as long as you're consistent with it. And like I said, this is the one thing that makes my Hey Quayla. Hey Quayla, how you doing, sugar? It's just one of those things where you got it. When they say anything worth having that won't come easy, like that seems a little cliche, but I mean it's true to a degree. It's definitely true. But you do have your moments be like, goodness. I remember one of my friends told me. I remember one time when I told him like, I'm ready to quit. Like this right here, you can have it. And I remember he was like, if you would have never told me, if you would have been doing this entire time, and I hadn't even reached 6 years. I hadn't even reached 5 years. And he was like, if you would have told me that you've never felt like or had a moment where you wanted to quit or give up, he was like, that's a problem. I'm like, really? He said that would have been a problem. The fact that you've had that moment and you don't and you didn't, he was like, the reward, Candace, is going to be so much better. Like once everything that you want happens, it is going to be so. No, okay, I'm so woken. I was just showing you on the screen, sleepyhead. But he was like, the reward is going to be so much greater. Oh yeah, wait, limited, and I just have some people that are great around me. And I don't know if he's still here, but let me tell y'all about Mr. Quaylen. There was a time, y'all. This is what I want to say. Like, I've had people that work with me, y'all, and I was like going through some things with these people working with me at one point, right? and I was up there with Quaylen and them. And my best friend, she was talking to me, and then he was talking, and I was just like really down. And I always find it, you never know like who pays attention to you, or like you don't ever think your friends, partners, like know you or something, or even care or something. Like, at this point, me and my best friend is like sisters. And he was like, "What's wrong?" And I have been dealing with this person. And I was like, man, this person was like a big help. They picked up a lot of slack for me, times when I was tired. This is before I had the studio. I was like, this was very early on. I was like, they help with, breaking down and putting equipment up. I get off work so close to my schedule to the show that, they made it easier. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it no more because they're not helping. And Quaylen was like, huh? I remember this. Like, I don't know if he knew that, but this is the one conversation. It was me and him outside, and my friends had went in the house. I don't know what they was doing. And this was like the one part of the conversation, I hope I don't cry, that really touched me. And I say that to say, because you never know when you're going through a difficult time, or when you're trying to get through something, or when you're trying to work for something, like God will use anybody to talk to you. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah. He was like, yo, don't let that shit make you feel defeated. Don't let that make you. He was like, you've been doing your shit by yourself. Who usually do all the stuff with you? I was like, oh, it's me. I'm the one that I run the cameras. I run the lights. And he just was like, you don't need him. Keep on doing it. Like, don't let this make you feel like you need him. So that had touched me, like, okay, cool. Because sometimes you can get into a place. And then my best friend and them, they came outside, and I was telling her, like, she's like, what y'all talking about? And I was telling her, and she was like, girl, yeah, I am. Like, you gotta get you some friends that be like, F these out here, okay? And these situations, right? And it was because I had wanted help for so long, y'all. Y'all don't understand like how much I be wanting a team. So when I be having like Benita and everybody else, that is like the moderators and stuff like that. But I always say this, like, I love everybody, but like Benita is like, she don't even understand how much I appreciate her. I appreciate all of y'all, but I'm talking about as far as like a lot of the slack. I don't even want to say slack, but a lot of the stuff that I don't really have to pay attention to a lot, because she does a portion of the social media for me. So I like that, and I'm like, oh my God, I need this. I know you got this, boo. Yes, girl. And then I remember at one time doing the same situation, because sometimes you got to hear things more than once. And I remember I was, telling her, and I was telling my cousin Laverne, she was away, and I was like, like feeling all down. This is probably jacked up. I'm sad that we were no longer kicking it. I'm sad because I need help with my equipment. I know, call me trifling, but I wasn't upset because the thing wasn't banging no more. I was upset because I was like, yo, I wanted to set up these lights. I wanted to set up this camera. I'm sad for all the wrong reasons that had everything to do with my business and nothing to do with this plan. And I remember my cousin was talking to me, and I was telling her about it. Now I'm saying, think about it. I was not crying about us not dealing with each other. I was crying because I needed to get her back. Woo! The stories I got. Okay. And she was like, well, she was talking to me. She just had a way of saying stuff too. And it was similar to like Quaylen. And mind you, I heard it from Quaylen. Then we're talking, and she's like, well, who was doing your camera? who was doing your camera before? I was like, me. She was like, oh, okay. She was like, how do you normally, like, how do you come up with your topics and stuff? I was like, oh, I do that. She was like, oh, they wasn't doing that. I was like, no. She was like, oh. She was like, because you did makeup and stuff too. I was like, yeah. She was like, so before you had help, how was you doing everything? I said, it was me. She was like, okay. So why you need him again? So I just had people around me gathering me all together. Okay. Like, what? So I was like, that's the point. It just takes so much time. So the next one, it was like, well, you better get in time. You better get better with your time. You better start being better with time. And it forced me to be better with time, but it also made me change the time of Candy Corn the Secrets. So now y'all have just learned 6 years later why the time of CCS had changed, okay? Because it was no longer conducive to my schedule. I was getting off at 6. The show was starting at 7. I had to go home, decorate. Like most of the time, my house, my living room wasn't even a living room. It was a studio at all times. Like it was crazy. My kitchen wasn't even the kitchen because I had stuff up in there in the kitchen. And so when I went to do the Ben Rollins podcast, I had a moment of reflection because his setup was just how mine was in the very beginning. And I was like, oh God, you playing. Took me back to the very beginning. I was like, dang, I remember that. So when you want something bad enough, you will just do it. I don't know what I do half the time. I get ideas and I act on them. My friend tell me that all the time. She's like, Candace, you're like the only person I know that every time you get an idea, she was like, you don't second guess it. You don't think about it. You just do it. And I'm like, yeah, because I don't know how to do nothing else. I'm impulsive. So I don't know how to stop. I could try it and fail, it go down. Or I could be excited about doing this and then I don't go back. Like I'm about to start selling candles. Y'all, I bought this whole candle kit eons ago. I was about to start selling CCS candles, fire candles, smell so good. I ain't start nothing. The whole kit is in there. Like that's just what I do. If I get an idea, I want to do it, and then it lasts for a minute. Or then sometimes if it doesn't go as fast as I want it to go, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this. Never mind. But I had to learn, and I know this. When you want to start something new, when you want to sell a product or whatever it is you're doing, you have to market that product. You have to be just as invested and put as much time into that product as you do the original thing. So for me, I put more time into my show. So like today, my coworker was yelling at me, was like, have you been pushing your Patreon? I was like, yeah, I post about it, but I'm not into begging, right? This is what we talk. He's like, what? It's not begging. My other coworker, she was like, it's not begging. I was like, well, maybe that's not the word you want me to use. I said, but I just don't, it's me. I don't know how to tell people or to persuade people to spend their money or join something or, y'all know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to do it. Do y'all get what I'm saying? I just know how to tell you about it and leave it like that. Like, subscribing to the channel, I can do that all day long. But when it comes to donating, joining, becoming a member of the Patreon, I can't do that. But I know how to create a GoFundMe real quick. Don't judge me. It's a balance. I'm trying to figure it out. I'll create a GoFundMe because sometimes I feel like sometimes people want to know and need to know where their money is going. And a lot of the times people don't want to, give you anything. I don't even want to say it's not because they don't want to. I just feel like we all are in different, financial situations. But then we all know that we all spend and contribute and support what we want, right? So I don't know how to just be like, hey, become a member of the Patreon and do all of this. I do like my Patreon because I do have members on the Patreon and they do get content and different stuff. So I definitely like that. Like the stuff that's on here is completely different from the stuff that's on the Patreon. So it's kind of like you get what you pay for kind of thing. And I totally get that, right? It's even its own little chat, like how we on Facebook and all of that, like that. Also on Instagram, I also have a broadcast channel on Instagram. It's called Welcome to Candyland. Benita is in there, the moderator in there, where you can become that, and we do stuff like that. So I am branching out and doing different things. But I was just like, no, I mean, they see it, and they like, yeah, but people don't know about it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll get better. So if anything, while I'm on a break, if anything, you'll see me. If you've noticed, like when I'm not doing my show, I'm on your next. Subscribe to this, Patreon this, go over here, do this, do this, do this, do this. But when I'm doing my show and I'm back doing the show, it's kind of like that subsides because I'll be doing it and I be doing it all. So like I was telling y'all earlier when I be like, oh, I need a daggone team because this is a lot. And but then it's like on the other note too, I make sure I persevere and do everything because I feel like God is like, well, this is one thing me and my cousin used to always say, and she's like, well, God says, you asked me for a lot. How bad do you want it? So sometimes when I get into those moments, I recite that, like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? So right now, I'm the writer, the producer, the director, and the talent. And I love it because I'm learning different things. I'm taking y'all with me. Y'all are going with me to see me build. And so that's why I always try to say any donation that you guys receive, if you can't give and you subscribe to the channel or you get 5 people to subscribe to the channel or something like that, I'd be appreciative just with that. So for this season was the sixth season, the 6th year, and Tremanda wanted me to focus on my YouTube. So if you notice, like I spent a lot of this time this year focusing on the YouTube. I had so much improvement with YouTube because I was never cultivating YouTube. I was always cultivating Facebook. I can work Facebook with my eyes closed. But y'all, just from the beginning of me doing YouTube from January to now, I have it's grown tremendously. I started off with the YouTube. By the time I had got to it, I had 500 followers. It's 500 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? And then I just focused on it for the last 7 months. We had 813 subscribers. So, it's moving. My watch time has gone up. The interaction. That's why if you guys ever watch anything on YouTube, all of that stuff counts. Like, even if you're just looking at somebody else's stuff, don't just watch it. Put a comment, even if it's just a heart or a hello. Smash the like button. All of that counts. Like, all of that counts. And the reason why I've been trying to push it is because y'all are like my core audience. And I know that as I grow, y'all are going to grow with me. And we're going to get more people. And they're not going to know me. They're not going to know y'all. They're not going to know us. So we're going to have to show up and represent. Like, no. When they be wanting to hit the thumbs down on stuff or want to be in the comments saying something crazy, we got to be there like, hold up. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? So stuff. I mean, of course, people don't like everything, but you get what I'm saying. So all of that stuff matters. And I didn't know just like how much all that stuff mattered. But the other thing too is I also take my focus off of that sometimes because social media, I tell you all the time, it can be the thief of joy. And I'm not even talking about I'm not even talking about the ones that's looking at everybody else's life and you comparing your life to everybody else's life. I'm talking about when you have a business on social media, when you have a business of your own and you are pushing it, you are believing it. You got 3,000 friends on your Facebook or Instagram page, and you should have 3,000 shares. You should have 3,000 views. You should have 3,000 customers, 3,000 clients, and you got to understand it's times where it's like, okay, I know that's, it may not be for everybody, but it'll change. Some people get started and it's like that. You got to really work and go on it. And I just feel like that when you're not out here, but look, these blue checks, and they try to sell the blue check by saying, oh, it's to verify that you're not a robot. I think blue checks is so corny. I remember I used to want a blue check so bad. Like, I remembered, like, the blue check, it meant something. Just like we talked about labels and stuff last week, the blue check is like a certified verification of, hey, it was the marker of like, oh, this is somebody because they got a blue check. That blue check don't mean crap today. So I don't even want one. So it was like, I was like, if I can't get a blue check because I earned it and they gave it to me, I'm not paying you $5.99 or $20, whatever it may be. And I just see that where I can also get subscribers on Facebook. If you subscribe to me on Facebook, which is usually in the stories and stuff, like I don't know how this stuff works. I just know what they say. But I know a lot of times, like if you look on my Facebook story, it'll say subscribe. If you subscribe, that works just like my Patreon. It's different things on there as well. But then that's also too why I have like my PayPal, my Zelle, and my Cash App information, because don't solely depend on social media to fund you, because they take a huge cut. They take a huge cut. Now, and I hate that part. So, I'm always pushing for me. I'm always doing it. So far, I've been able to get like cameras, mics, and all this different type of equipment. I met some people. People will come along if they want to and be there. And my thing is, I just can't wait until, my tribe comes and we be a good tribe. You know what I mean? We be a good tribe, because I've already experienced some crazy tribes, within the past. I don't want no more crazy tribes. I don't want no more lazy people. I don't want no more people that's not consistent. I don't want no more people that lack communication. I don't want to deal with no more people that don't know where they hit it. I don't want to deal with no more people that one day they into it, the next day they not. I don't want to do that. Like, even when I go about businesses to advertise on here and stuff, if you notice, unless somebody has paid me to advertise their business, that's one thing. But for the most part, I like the people and go after the people that I see that are just as consistent as me. I can't, rock with you and you not consistent. And that's the one thing. How can you want other people to believe in you when you don't believe in yourself? How can you want other people to rock with you, and how can I share you and you don't even share you? Or how can I promote you and you don't even promote you? It just doesn't make any sense. But I will tell you, you will meet people, because I've met some great people where they'll be on the same page with you and y'all rocking out and y'all doing it. So, I mean, it's a journey. I'm interested to see what this year is going to look like with us. Yeah. I feel like some things are going to come full circle. I feel like things are already moving to come full circle. And like my friend had told me, she was like, you can't keep looking at the entire year. You got to, all the years you've been doing it, you got to look from where you started out with a fresh new start. So I started with a fresh new start during my 6th year. So the last 5, they matter, but they out the window. So they're just like, all right, it's a new thing. It's a new day. Let's do it. I've been trying to figure out if I want to let my hair grow back or if I want to keep it short. I've been dealing with that lately. Been slowly getting back to, the workout, eating the right stuff, still drinking more water. Then I use soda and juice. One minute I feel like I done lost 125 pounds. The next minute I don't. But the good thing is the scale does not lie, and it is a decrease. So I'm excited about that. I like the shortcut. Hey, coach. Thank you. What else? So it's just all of that. So I'm just excited about the new things to come, the new stuff that I'm working on, the new stuff that's going to be implemented on the show. And a lot of it is not really new. I finally have. We're going to see. So I want y'all not to take everything so serious. Because look, I can take so serious. I am going to be trying something. So I finally have someone where I would say our schedules align, and we're going to give something a try. We're going to give something a try, and it feels good, and I feel like it's going to work. So we're going to give it a try for a little while, and then I'm going to come, and then we're going to do an assessment, because y'all know we're doing this together, and y'all are going to tell us, well, not us, but tell me if we're going to keep it or we're going to can it. Keep it or can it, and so I'm excited about that. And just putting all this stuff forward that I want to do. I have another big project that I'm working on that'll be released. And what else before I go? I think we summed it up. We summed it up. I never got to the Barbie doll thing. I'll say that. I'll do that on YouTube, and y'all can just click that because I wanted to get to that. But y'all had me so distracted. So we got to go down memory lane. We got to look at some old shows. We got to talk about Divorce in the Black. Y'all got to get into some other craziness of what happened with me and certain cast members. What else? I think that's about it. I knew that tonight was gonna be like a longer show though, because it's the end. So I figured, do y'all have any questions for me before I go? Because you're not gonna see me for a while. I knew that this show was gonna be a little longer because it's the last one. I told you I almost started it at 7:30. Do y'all have any questions for me before we skedaddle? Any questions for me before we skedaddle? Anything you would like to know? Any suggestions? Any recommendations? Just any of all that? Mama is getting sleepy because I want to go eat my crabs. No, we don't have any. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna give it a little second because I know like the questions you be typing in, there's always like those little delays. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to JT new album. I'm trying to see what this album be about. I think I'm gonna start reviewing my music again. Like I said, all that stuff will be on YouTube. And I liked kicking it with y'all. Like not having to be dressed up or having on any makeup and stuff sometimes. And just doing it. So yeah, I have to do some things. We got to make some changes, some adjustments. I want to start to try to implement like birthdays, but like do like birthday giveaways or something, so that we can do that. But I know it's going to be for like the people that are active. Go eat your 3 crabs, right? I think it's 3. It should be 3 left or 4. What else? So yeah, I want to implement that. I don't know. I told you all about that. What's coming with that one? Yeah, I think that's it. I'm trying to see if I'm going to get a phone line. But I don't know, because sometimes y'all be quiet, and then sometimes y'all be wanting to be like, look, I just want to talk and call and get it in. So I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. And like I said, we're gonna do it as we go. So we got some new things we're trying coming soon, new things coming to the YouTube, and I'm gonna be on break for a little while. Join the Patreon if you have not done so. Join the Patreon, subscribe to the YouTube channel. When you join this, so anytime you subscribe to my Facebook or join the Patreon, you instantly become a mini business partner. A mini business partner. And I'll be working while I'm working tomorrow. So I like that. My schedule is picking up. And I'm doing stuff that I love to do. Oh, I didn't get to tell you all about the BlurCon. Well, maybe next time. I can tell you about that on YouTube. But the BlurCon was good. I almost wore my elf ears today, but it was pouring down raining and I wasn't going back to the car to go get them. Not the new term for sugar daddy is glucose guardian. This girl be having me crack up on Facebook. Yes, follow on TikTok too. Yes, I can tell you, Benita, you're the best. Benita is the best. I got to do something really, really nice for Benita. Benita is the best. So, Yeah. Then I'm about to see who I'm going to bump my gums with while I eat my little crabs. And thank y'all for... Woo! Mama is tired. I'm not even going to take Draco out of his cage. I'm going to eat my food in peace and then take him out after. It's pouring down rain. It was pouring down rain. I think it's still raining. I'm glad I don't got to get up early tomorrow. So thank you guys. It's been real. It has been fun. 6 years down. Well, no, 6 years up. I don't like down. 6 years up. We're 6 years wiser. Season 7 starts in a few weeks. Season 7 will start in a few weeks. And we are doing it. We're here. And we're going to keep on going. And thank you. Go run up big business. Help me reach my goal. We're only 15 or 12 away from the goal. So I feel like all of y'all should go watch it. Have a good night, Candace, and everyone else. Thank you. Go watch it a time. Even if you just press play and walk away so we can get to this goal. Okay? I'm going to drop that. I'm going to share that. I want to at least get that. It's only 15 clicks away. Yeah, 15 clicks away. Can we get me there? Can we do this? Can we go watch Big Business, all of us? So I can get to my goal before midnight. Can we do that? Let's do that as a team. Okay? Get me to my goal by midnight. Let's do that. Come on, y'all. Takes a team. It takes a village. So go over to the YouTube channel, watch Big Business, let it play, and look at what we have done together. Go look at yourself if you're in the music video and help me get to my goal. We are literally, what is it? Yeah, like 13 views away. We're like 13 views away from my goal. And I will see you guys during season 7. Randy Cody, secret you see.